Yeah, so you're burned out on spell slots,
That's a
but you
good
did
trick.
summon a lot of demons.
Well, if anyone needs an Eldritch Blast, I can hook you up.
We were very
Oh, we
tempted
are
to
so
use
taking
the
a
spell
sleep
stones to
time.
get more demons, but decided your soul shouldn't be lost while you're not there.
Well,
I guess that's fair.
sounds good.
We
Everybody,
are sleeping.
Woo!
welcome to the Vereldium live stream. This is a continuous campaign that I have with my actual personal friends that I have in New York with me. Some of them have decided to move around the country to keep safe, and cheers to them. I miss them all dearly. Let's go down the line. We'll start with Dominic. Please introduce yourself to everybody else on stream.
Hi, I am playing a swashbuckler rogue. Dominic is the former master of coin of a small criminal empire that became its own functioning city-state.
Okay, and Snell Slump Checker.
Hi, I'm playing Snels, a Verfneblin druid from, the Underdark area of this world. Yeah, that's about it.
And Shepherd Oddbody.
Yeah, Shepherd Oddbody is a Scourge Azamar paladin, duly depicted with the hero boar from his bag of tricks. And yeah, looks equally slouchy in his chainmail.
And Ren.
Ren is a changeling warlock of the old ones. His patron is Nyarlathotep, which has been a mix of good and bad, and he's just your classic edgy warlock boy.
And Kumith Anakalakanu.
Kumith Goatwatcher Anakalakanu is a barbarian druid of the Path of the Ancestral Guardians, a former goat-watching lad who was captured into slavery and escaped and found a new family.
Oh.
Aww.
Kieran.
I
Still
am
looking.
playing Kieran, no last name like Cher. I am an Azamar sorcerer bard with serious daddy issues.
And Roscoe Underglade. You are muted, bro.
Roscoe is mute.
So the reason that we started at 11:20 is technical issues. Still working on it.
I'm playing Roscoe Underglade. He is a halfling ranger. He is a bit more advanced in age than a lot of his other compatriots, but he is very experienced. And yeah.
And he seems to be very, very good at pissing off Rakshasas.
Yes.
All right. While you're doing that, if you could do me a big favor, and I'd like for everybody to please send in a single roll to D20, or to roll 20 from your D&D Beyond character sheets. So I got some really good feedback on some of my old streams, and one of the things is we can't see the rolls very well. So I made a massive box for everybody to see when you all really me up with rolls. So hopefully this is going to be something really fun. Remember that everybody has specific amounts of inspiration cards. For anybody who doesn't know, my inspiration is tarot cards. You can turn them in one of 4 ways. You can hand one in and roll anything one more time. You can force me to do a reroll. You can gift it to somebody else so that they can do one of those 2 things, or you can tempt fate. Flip it up, and whatever is on the other side of that card, something is going to happen to the party during the session. All right, we have Kieran that sent in something, Dominic, Ren, Roscoe, Kumith, Shep, and Snels. I believe that is everybody. So, to recap from last session, you all were trying to...
Before we get started, I want to say, everyone watching, Adam is the best. The absolute one best.
Thank you very much. I lost my train of thought because my ego inflated. last that we left off, you all were trying to secure the forest from rampaging orcs from the Omogbuku tribe. The Omogbuku tribe has been overtaken by a warlord named Kuhamasisha. Kuhamasisha was in league with a demon, or excuse me, a devil. And that devil was providing him with arms. As he was sacrificing his own people to be able to pay for each one of these magic weapons, you all were able to stop or to stall a ritual. However, the ritual was still completed, and even though you all were very battle weary, you all were still able to dispatch the Rakshasa that they had called from the Nine Hells. Dispatching him, you pissed him off, but other than that, he will not be bothering this town for a very, very long time. To finish the job, you went and did a cleanup. You took care of the hundreds of captives that were going to be sacrificed for another deal with the Rakshasa. They're just off screen at the moment, but as you all are coming back through, you planned to stage a raid on Kuhamasisha himself and his followers. As you did, it was a harrowing fight with some very interesting magics being used, but eventually you were able to fell him and his all of his followers. You took a while to loot as much as you possibly could, and in a act of good intentions, you planted the branch of the giving tree into the ground, hoping that a fruit tree would have emerged that would have been able to feed the town for years and years and years. You f***ed that up, and you rolled a few bad rolls. So the negative aspect of the branch of the giving tree decided to come out. But since you turned in card after card after card after inspiration point after inspiration point, eventually you just waited until you got a natural one, and the worst possible thing happened. A massive tree appears in the very middle of this town, or of this little outpost. And as it grows and grows and grows, these massive willow branches come out, start to wail and flail, and start to move and shift and rummage and ram, and bust up a lot of the buildings, but the center of it splits wide open. And through the center, you see a completely new landscape. This is a portal to the feywild. Battle-weary, the Adequate 8 are taking up the rest of their items and saying, well, that sucks. And as you all finish rummaging and putting whatever you need to in your respective bags of holding or backpacks, what is the Adequate 8 going to do?
Kieran wants to go to sleep, so everyone knows.
I've seen the Hells twice in one day so far, so I'm just too tired for another plane of existence, guys.
Shepard's all for charging in, but equally tired. So just mainly staring at Snells like WTF, and also, is this thing stable? Like, can we get a nap in and it'll still be here?
Do I know?
You did this.
Roll me an intelligence.
You did.
I didn't mean to.
Snells, go ahead and give me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Okay. Snells, by the way, it looks like you have the older version of Beyond 20. So in this time, uninstall the Google Chrome extension and reinstall it, and that it will update for you. So with a 14, you look at it and you're like, well, the walls of this tree seem very, very healthy. This seems to be a really strong structure, and I don't see any reason why it wouldn't stay.
I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Since I did this, I know that.
Anybody want to send a text to Sage or somebody and just make this not our problem?
Oh, so we're not going in very well?
I mean,
Well, I
not
wanna go to
this second. I want to go too, but not this second.
Yeah, Ren would like to have a few more spell slots before entering a whole new plane of existence.
No, I didn't mean right now. What would you like me to tell him?
Well, I mean, up to you guys, but I was thinking something like, good news, liberated the wood.
I'm taking
Bad
out the
news,
thing right
pissed off a devil.
description and writing down what he's saying.
Questionable news, we might have opened a portal to the Feywild. Want to check it out?
Okay. You scribble down in your Squillitel description with a quick. You get a. It looks like you have a response back, and all it has is just a whole bunch of symbols that are next to each other. And then at the end of it, it just says "what?" question mark exclamation point question mark exclamation point question mark exclamation point.
Cat was walking across his keyboard. I get you.
Oh, dude, just draw a picture of the tree with the gaping hole.
Don't like that.
There it is.
I'm going
Artistic rendering.
I'm going to draw a rough picture of the tree. I'm going to point to a hole, and I'm going to say, "We opened a hole to the Feywild."
Okay. So you're scribbling that down. It's just taking a little bit of time. After a little bit, you feel a look down, and he says, "Don't touch anything. I'll be there in a minute."
Oh, cool!
I got something.
Guys, we need an adult.
They were doing this is coming. Don't anybody move.
Okay. So, you all are, I'm guessing, resting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Are you trying to short or long rest this?
Long rest, but can I remind myself if all of the slave people are somewhere else? Are they, like, safe somewhere else?
They are.
You're watching in horror.
Yeah. In essence, they're backstage right now, just waiting for their cue to come out. But
I don't wanna be like-
you left them far enough away from the action that they're in a safe enough place.
I didn't want to, like, just walk into somebody's house that we just liberated and just go to sleep.
I would stop you before.
I mean, he's right. He is correct.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if possible, I'd like to just make a nice pot of tea for everyone, attune to my beautiful murder dagger, and contemplate life for as long as possible.
I could pull up the hut for everybody if we want to rest in there, or we can go into one of these places, depending. What are people feeling?
If there's a bed in one of these places, I want to go into one of these places.
Okay, I understand. I see.
I'm all for sleeping in somebody's house.
Do we
Can we
need
put the hut up
to? Does someone
inside
need
my
to
house?
watch or?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I think we should have someone watch, just because we're in unfamiliar territory. We're invading someone's home and sleeping in it and hoping that everything's going to be fine when we're doing that. So.
And we're
And there's a
leaving.
portal.
Yeah, we're
another
leaving a
dimension.
hole to another plane, which goes both ways.
It's
Yeah.
a schism
Well.
in reality.
I'll take
Okay.
first watch if we want. I'll kind of keep an eye on the portal for a while.
I'll join you. and then
I'll
we'll,
take first watch
alternate.
as well to keep an eye on Ren.
Okay.
Okay, well,
So-
then I guess I'll take second. Just so we don't have too many people on first.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just to keep an eye
So-
on it.
I assume.
So long rest. I'm gonna say that you start piling the bodies into like one of these
Oh, geez.
That's
one
our
of these
usual.
places.
Yeah.
Just to get them out of the way, you know.
Yes. Murder dagger.
Okay. And yeah, you can attune to whatever weapons that you want to at this time, or to attune to whatever items. I'll just say that big old ogre is just on top of people. So while that happens,
Quick
go
test
ahead and
roll, just to make sure it does the things.
yes, please.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, so the Crescent Blade of the Assassin is now attuned to you. This is also including your sneak attack, so you're going to actually have to roll the 3d6 on top of it because it automatically rolls 2d6, I believe.
Right. No. It has my 4 and the bonus 2. That's what the 7 and the 15 are. I'm bouncing over them.
Perfect. Okay.
You programmed it well.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my heart is a flutter.
Okay, so I've been learning very much on how to do this in the interim from us hanging out. So, as you all are getting some sleep in, Ren, you start to hear in the back of your head the same dark voice, but this dark voice is actually sounding a little bit more friendlier to you as you go. And he just says,
"Nice work."
Ooh, that hits the spot for sure.
Oh, gee.
Ren just, hugs his tablet to his body and just kind of grins a little bit and just says, "Thank you."
it's a little warm against you.
Yeah. Oh, that's
No,
great.
your parents never said anything nice to you.
Yeah. Shut up.
He said it in the
Yeah, I
beginning.
will.
He's edgy. That's the point.
Exactly. He's nothing else. Dang it. Yeah. Ren will be thankful for that, and then will hesitantly ask, because he's still carrying the kind of transfigured dagger that he's holding, and it says, "Do you know how I can get this back yet?"
Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Very well. Thank you. And yeah, Ren will be content with that and just happily kind of watch the portal. And yeah, he'll have Hoots, this little owl familiar, just kind of perched on his shoulder and scratch him gently as he does so.
You hear in the back of your head,
"You're slowly becoming my favorite god hunter."
Oh, yes.
and you hear a loud in your pocket.
Oh, I check my pocket. What's happening in my pocket?
You feel a bunch of crumbled, it feels almost like crumbled candy in your pocket. And as you lift it out, you see that Ruin's nostrum is now open.
Oh! Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
I was hoping of some of those strawberry candies that grandmas have.
Yeah, he
Would you
gives
like
me some
ribbon
candy. You've done enough god hunting. Here's a little Snickers. Yes. Awesome.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Nyarlathotep, one of the great old ones, just has a candy dish full of butterscotch.
Exactly. There you go. I wouldn't be surprised. That's how where you are.
They've been in his pocket too long, so they're warm and sticky.
That is exactly
That's what I made my
H-
pact for. Yeah.
That is exactly what H.P. Lovecraft had in mind, and I'm channeling him right now. All right.
I've read all the books. I can confirm this.
So second watch. Who's going to take it?
I will, and anybody want to join me?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Weren't you on the first one?
No, I
Oh,
backed out because it was him and Shep.
Okay. So Shepard was on the first watch as well. Okay, Shepard, as you were watching Ren sort of do his whole thing, your brand of the torch is just pulsing very slowly, and it's the first calm experience you've experienced in a while. It's not burning. It's just like the feeling of being under a warm blanket while it's very cold outside.
Oh, this is what that Higa thing's supposed to be like.
Okay, who's got second watch?
I do.
it.
Okay,
Oh,
so
what?
Snells and Dominic. As you guys wake yourselves up to get up and get ready for this this turnabout, go ahead and both of you roll me perception checks, please.
Oh boy. 30,
Okay.
20.
Nice.
Yes.
My favorite kind of 20. And 7 for Snells. Snells is looking over this cool motherfucking staff that does a thing, and there's a voice that's in it.
No.
And there's this sword that destroys magic, and wow, this is awesome. However, Dominic, you start to remember that, oh yeah, there's a portal to the Feywild outside. Maybe I should walk out. So as you walk out, you start hearing all coming from the portal. And as this is all happening, you're noticing that your body is starting to feel really light, but also you feel happy. You feel kind of, yeah, feel great.
And just as I get into the groove, just guys, there's a siren song playing.
Okay, so you start your roll, and you're doing your thing. And eventually your watch ends, but it just sort of comes and goes every once in a while. But it's usually only one simple phrase that is sung out, and you hear it and it resonates. It's that kind of like bone tingling sound.
Do I understand it in any of the many languages I speak?
No, they're just saying ooh, but they're singing it.
Ooh.
So at this point, do I know what's going on?
Nope, too busy. You're just ooh, stuff.
Even though Dominic said out loud that stuff.
Okay, good point. He did.
Gotcha there.
I can hear.
You got me. Yeah, so you start noticing it as well, and as you're listening to it, it's making you feel really calm as well.
I grab my shawm and start playing along.
Okay, roll me a performance check.
Performance. That's really not my thing.
You're right.
Wow.
I don't know how to play the shawm, clearly.
Okay, so you break out your wind instrument and you're just a few squawks every now and then, but it's going by pretty okay.
May I have this dance, Snells?
In the Underdark, that's pretty good.
As you're doing that, the response to that, you hear.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ooh, thank you. Well, great.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Okay. Are you going to do anything? Are you going to do anything else? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I'm going to step behind Dominic.
Got it.
Oh, look. Yep.
So Dominic with his super medicine crescent dagger is just out there and is like, this singing is creepy.
Yep.
Who's next? And then who is next on their watch?
I'll go
Okay.
by myself.
Okay, so
I'll join him.
okay, so Kumith, Roscoe, and Kieran are all taking third and last watch. So as they get up and they get out there, exchange of information.
Yeah. Oh, everything. So there's a siren song. It makes you feel really gets the hips moving, and then there's some creepy elf child laughter, I think.
It's also really hard to play along to, so don't even try.
But it's got a good beat that's easy to dance to.
Okay. So a little bit of time goes by, and you're like, oh, what's happening? Roll me a perception check, all three of you.
Is it visual?
Auditory. So
Jesus.
I know that your perception always does a automatic advantage. So let's just make a house rule. Whatever is on the left-hand side is the number I'm going to take. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Oh, cool.
That's just for anybody that has like an automatic thing, and it's not a very specific roll. I noticed that D&D Beyond has that. So if you have like this always rolls at advantage, this always rolls at disadvantage. If there's a reason that it doesn't, then I'm just going to take whatever number's on the left.
That makes
So
sense.
like so half the time you'll get the good one, half the time you'll get the bad one, and it evens out.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah. So you all are sitting around. Kumith, you start to feel kind of weird, like
Oh no.
just uncomfortable. Kieran and Roscoe, however, they start hearing this music, and Kieran, you remember it. This is the very same music that you started to hear with Aoife's partner.
The guy who didn't ask consent. Yes, I remember.
I don't remember that part, but yes, I believe you.
Who is it?
The one with the long blonde hair who played a musical instrument that looked like a scythe.
I don't remember that part. I remember the guy we met from the Feywild who made out with me.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, that did happen. Wow, I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
That was the
For a lot.
So
I was gonna take out my that thing that you blow into,
panpipes.
Harmonica?
my panpipes, and try to replicate the
I
tune.
was gonna say something.
Okay, so you start hearing the song coming back. And it starts to get more and more haunting as it starts to like invoke different emotions within you. I need for you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. Charisma.
You should be good at that. There we go.
Okay. You start to your mind starts to swim just a little bit, and it almost feels like you're like in the middle of a drunken stupor or just waking up from a very deep sleep, and you start seeing visions of this multicolored, almost bioluminescent forest, and you see the same long-haired summer eladrin that you met before with that scythe out in front, and you notice that it's surrounded by nothing but toadstools and different mushrooms that seem to be growing out of the ground, but they're growing out of the ground in about 5-foot long strips. And you notice that he's surrounded by them in a complete circle of 12.
Did we establish where we are in proximity to the tree?
Would you like to?
Yes.
Where are you? Go ahead and put yourself on the map where you are to the tree. And
I don't. Are we saying that we're in like this big hut, guys? The big hut next to it.
Thing one.
I imagine whichever one he was in is the fanciest, right?
yes.
That one.
So you have half the tree that just blasted through that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna a little further. We could see the.
Yeah, I think down here would be good.
Down here. Okay.
Yeah.
But wouldn't we be outside for watch?
Yeah, we'd be outside. So I'm going to. Can I just start
Right
walking
Can't say.
in this direction to see if I still feel everything as strongly the farther I walk away?
Okay, so you're gonna try to walk away from it to see if it changes how you feel about it.
Yeah, if Kumeth is like trancing, dancing, I want to try to grab him and pull him with me.
He's not really trancing. He's just like, that's nice. He's like the guy when you first get into a nightclub and he's just like, yeah, I'll get into it. Just give me a few drinks. You know, that he's that kind of guy. But you, however, it doesn't matter how far away you walk. You still get this sort of, it's hard to shake this sort of vision that you have in your mind.
Oh boy.
And it's a beautiful vision. It's haunting, but it's sad. And you can hear you can hear and you can feel this kind of like begging for help.
So if I woke everybody up right now, who has not had a long rest?
I would say that everybody would be close enough to have a decent rest, so I would give you the full rest. You'll all be a little bit groggy, which I may affect your rolls because of that, but you also get the effects of a long rest.
I'll go back to next to Kumeth and just sort of like try to wait it out as long as we can until the sun comes up.
Okay. So
Just if I start to feel like any more like tranced or enthralled or anything like that, I'm gonna start yelling.
okay.
Kumith immediately tries to start dancing with you.
Okay. Yeah, he comes up and Kumith.
Mm-hmm.
Just very, very soft, gentle party boy to some gospel music is pretty much how this is feeling to you. It's like this is not the time.
100% that.
So as the night still keeps going, Roscoe, Kieran, you both hear this same thing. You hear the same song. And this time it seems to drift and go far away.
Is that coinciding with the sun coming up or just on its own?
Yeah, it's coinciding with the sun coming up. As the sun comes up, the portal fades away.
Oh. Wait, the wingless didn't show up the whole night, or he's okay? Whatever.
Interesting.
Can I go up and examine the hole, please?
Okay. You go up and examine the hole, and on the interior of it, it just looks like an emptied, like sequoia. It's just, well, that was cool.
That just proves if you hide from your problems, eventually they'll go away.
A few minutes go by after sunrise, and all of a sudden you hear, and behind you, you see Sage Wingless. As he moves forward, he's like, his robe is still a little bit open. You see him try to close it, and he still has his wrapped butterfly wings across his back. And he looks at you and is like, all right, what the is going on with you guys? I just asked for you all to get me. So somebody is causing a echo. Can I please have Snells? I'm getting the echo from you. Do you have headphones?
Do I have what?
Do you have headphones?
Should I use headphones?
Yes. Also, are you and Ryan like right next to each other?
No.
Okay.
We're in different rooms.
We got a house now.
Nice. And congratulations, by the way. This is Adam talking.
Thank you.
I'm really, really happy to hear that you guys are moved into your new place. So, as you're going about, he's like, what you guys doing? I asked for you all just to get a little bit of wood. I didn't ask for you to... Where's everybody? Did you kill every orc in this town?
Gonna groggily point at the giant tree like, you asked for wood.
Your instructions were very vague.
That's not it. This isn't supposed to be here.
No, it's not, but it is.
Who can explain trees?
I can! This is not supposed to be... Ooh, you guys are going to be a problem, I can tell. Ooh, okay.
What are you talking about? We did what you asked.
No,
we didn't kill everyone.
We really
did.
didn't.
Don't worry, the orcs are alive.
Oh.
We
The
saved
orcs
them
are
from getting
alive.
sacrificed to a Rakshasa.
Yeah, exactly. This task you gave us was a little more complicated than you originally perhaps thought it would be.
Okay, obviously maybe I overstepped and probably examined the problem for exactly what it is, but I want you guys to have a chance to try to talk me out of killing you. So, why don't we have a seat real quick? And as he does that, he snaps his fingers and a table full of food just appears in front of you.
I love that.
And he's like, okay, hold on a second. And a seat appears and he just sits down and he's like, all right, hold on. Okay, have my coffee. Let's talk.
Are we able to eat, or are we not allowed to take from this buffet?
Yes, you may eat. This is why
good.
food is here. Food is meant to be shared. Unlike
That's great.
murder.
Okay. I don't know if he's still gonna kill us or not, but I will have free breakfast before.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Do you want us to go get some of the orcs to weigh in on this too?
That
Yeah,
would
we
be
can
a
get-
smart idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that. I'll go get some of the orcs and bring them here.
What kind of
Please.
pastries are we talking here?
Yes.
Like full breakfast or just continental?
Full Irish.
Perfect. Ooh.
Not a full English though.
Wait, well, Irish. It's just whiskey and everything?
It's just Irish.
Okay.
We're not supposed to make racist jokes.
Oh.
Being Irish is
So, to answer your question, pull up a different web page and just Google what is in an Irish breakfast, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. Because I have no idea. I just came up with the first breakfast that I had, and I'm around a bunch of Irish pubs that I can't go to anymore, so
Bacon,
that's what it
sausage,
is.
baked beans,
Oh, the
eggs,
full English,
mushrooms.
Mm.
Alright.
Yeah, it's
Bubble and
Now I-
squeak.
Now
Oh,
I want a
black
full
pudding.
Irish breakfast. That's what I want.
Okay. So you guys start piling onto your plates. Dominic goes off and he starts trailing the hundreds of orcs that used to be here. As they are, they're getting into their town and they're like,
And I'll just keep pointing at it, and because I don't speak Orcish, but say, Kuhama Sisha.
And you see them all run away.
No, no.
You fucked it.
I'll go back.
What?
My bad.
Kuhama Sisha?
And then I'll just like,
hey! And they all start running forward, and they all get into the center of town, and you see them all dancing. And at the same time that's all happening, you're seeing Sage Wingless bring out a wand, and as that happens, you see this like little glitter of glitter around you, and the glitter around you seems to quiet every sound that's outside of the glitter. So you guys like lean out, and then a whole bunch of yeah. So you start like understanding, like, okay, this is like a privacy curtain.
Yeah. Like, see, they're all okay. They're happy.
Okay, so he's like, okay, so that's a +1 for you. So you kill the leader.
No, they're all +1s because everything we've done up to this point is exactly what you asked us to do. We cleared the forest of the orcs so you could come and get the wood, and it just turns out that they were under the control of a really mean Rakshasa, and so we dealt with him too, and we freed all the slaves, and yeah.
There was a scary blood magic altar about a mile
And no
that
one
way.
here is a lichen.
We blew up most of it to damage it. There's probably still some blood in the sigils if you want to take a look.
Okay, we're going to do your thing next, but we're going to go back to that thing that you just said. We're going to unpack that for a hot second.
You got it.
No one's a what now?
Absolutely no one is a lichen.
Okay, now I have to assume that one of you is a lichen.
And everyone's just quiet.
I'll let you handle that one, Kieran, as I sip my tea.
So, does anybody need a curse removed?
I mean, if you want to do
you
silent
offering?
person, we'll take it.
I mean, yeah.
Free curse removal.
Yeah, actually, someone is cursed.
Need
I
a
got a couple.
generic
You can never
for
be
some
too
people.
careful, you know?
I'm going to take this low rumble as just a blanket yes.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
That would be a good assumption.
Hey, hey, Mirror?
Umith and Roscoe are both cursed.
Mirror, come in, please. Yeah, I need for you to come at my location. Yeah. There are 2 people that are cursed with lycanthropy. Can you please bring that the gem? I'll reimburse you. Okay, thank you. And he comes back.
Quick sidebar to my friends.
Sure.
I definitely want to get the curse removed, right? There's no...
That's on you, buddy.
Person.
Yeah.
We don't know
We'll
if you're
support
the
you no
thrall
matter
of
what your
something.
decision is.
You got hit with one of those claws. We don't want you to be somebody's thrall.
It's
In
your
addition-
body, your
Ooh,
choice.
that's a good
Yeah.
point. I
And
don't
we
You
want
need to
have
be
to
your
claws.
own strong, independent werewolf.
Yeah, like we
Exactly.
have the
Being a
claws. So
thrall
if you
doesn't
change
seem
your
like-
mind, we can give it back to you. So
As you say really, really quietly, so Saint Wingless can't hear you.
Yeah, okay. We're
I see
good.
that
Yeah,
there.
getting it removed. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so
We
while
know
you
about that
so
cursed stick while he's here?
so while you guys are on the outside, you're all just like
really inconspicuously, yeah.
just bite you again. Be okay. And then you all come back. And you said something about a what?
Which one?
Kumith said something about a cursed blinky blink.
I did?
You did.
I don't know what that means.
No.
I overheard him saying something, and when you guys say things out loud, I have to take it as it's in game.
Well, that's
Right,
fair.
no, but I actually didn't hear what he was saying. I'm just waiting for the...
Something about a cursed
Fusion.
stick.
Oh.
No, that was me, but then we just moved on, so we're chill.
Okay. Sorry, unless I'm in front of you all, it's hard for me to know exactly who's talking. So he comes over, and eventually you see the same automaton that helped you in the Green Dragon fight, Mirror. She pops into existence right next to Sage Wingless, and she comes forward again, and she starts saying, "Who needs help? Who is cursed? Come here, big guy."
Am I cursed?
I come over too.
Oh God.
And you feel this like weird, like honestly, like it's a weird sensation that something's being like pulled from your body, and as you do, you just see like this wolfish spirit seem to pull out of your body and then
Oh.
then puff.
Does she make the dial-up sound?
Yeah, she has to.
Joining in the AOL chat room.
she has to connect to IRC before this happens. Was there anybody else that needed the curse removed?
Roscoe.
I needed just a general curse removal. It wasn't werewolf. I think it was just regular curse.
Oh,
Just-
I had that too.
Just the
actually.
regular kind. That was pulled from you.
Cool.
Okay.
But Roscoe wasn't infected by lycanthropy. He was infected by the Rakshas's curse.
Hmm.
And Snells, yeah.
Yeah. I have these cursed claws.
She goes over to Roscoe and she says, "Please do not move. Thank you." And you see this time it just sort of, you just feel better. Just feel a lot better about yourself. She looks over towards your stuff and says, "I cannot help you with those. I heal people, not stuff."
Rude.
So if I put them on, you can help me.
I do
Okay.
not know.
Never mind.
Mirror, how's the rest of your crew doing?
Oliana is scared, but she says to say hello to you, Dominic.
Please give her my best, and I'll take like a little feather out of one of the many feathers out of my hat and give it to Mirror.
Is this for me?
And I'll take out another one. That one's for you. The other one's for Oliana.
Okay. Thank you very much for this very personal gift. And she moves away. She moves over to the sage, and the sage says, "Thank you very much, Mirror. I'll call on you a little bit later." Pat, pat, and she puffs away. And he's like, "Oh, all right, well, that's a lot of spells this early in the morning. I would have came here earlier, but didn't know I was going to need to teleport to my charges that quickly. Anyway, good job. All things considered, I mean, we have a portal to the Feywild in front of us, but all the same."
Yeah, about that. Are you familiar with them disappearing in the daytime? Is it going to come back, or?
Oh yeah, the Feywilds you can only get in the night, and only when you can see the moon.
Should we maybe warn the people that live here that they're going to be like drawn into this? Because it was really freaky last night. We were all like dancing like at a rave, and like our eyes we were moving and stuff.
Wait, did you hear music?
Yes.
Did you play along to the music?
Some of us did.
Okay, you two, whoever did that is probably gonna have a problem. For everyone else, though, I think it should be okay.
Technically, I already met this dude and played with him, and so I probably already had a problem.
I might have a problem.
I can bring Mirror back if you know it's a problem that we're not allowed to talk about. I understand.
I mean, I don't know. He didn't ask consent. He just went in.
Oof. Oof. I need a stretch after that one. Oof. Oh boy. Yeah, we could kept going with that joke. I'm gonna stop.
I literally didn't mean that as a joke, though.
No, that's his thing. Okay, so the sage look over and is like, okay, was he green skin, brown skin, blue skin, gold skin?
I totally drew a picture and I show him my journal and show him the picture and also kind of describe him as I'm showing him the picture and showing him the the words that were in my head after he met out with me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. All right. Well, did you agree to anything?
I think I specifically didn't. I think
Okay.
that's why he left. That's why he left, because I specifically said, we can't help you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually a good thing. One thing you're never supposed to do is make a deal with the Fae. The second thing you're never supposed to do is you're never supposed to join in on the merriment with the Fae. So if any of you guys like joined in just a little bit, you probably have just a little bit of your essence melded in with them, so they'll know where you are. Should be fine.
Count?
Probably.
Can you real quick define what joining is?
I don't know. It's a little vague, but everything in the feywild is a little vague.
Like dancing.
No, probably that. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Just check.
Okay.
Cool.
I might have a problem.
I mean, it seems like you just met up with a summer Eladrin, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be that big of a deal. But if, they come out and they start asking you for stuff, just make sure that if you're going to get into a deal that you have something good out of it, and it has a clear endpoint. Otherwise...
Mechanic, and I'm figuring out the thing that's wrong with my car. Like, oh, he's got an Eladrin in there. It should be fine.
Well, I mean, when you have a deal, I mean, your warlock buddy over there knows this. You should always have an endpoint.
Oh, yeah, I totally have that. Yeah, that's really important. Yeah, I've established that through and through.
I can see that your friend over here, the Mr. Oddbody, he's got a very clear endpoint, which is death. Good for him, but if you're going to make a deal with the Fae, just say it's just like, as soon as this is over, I am out of your service and never going to come back. So just be careful with that. But other than that, yeah, it's going to be a clear night tonight because of the weather stuff. I love this thing that Pigden made, and you just see like this brrr coming up the back of his head. And he's like, yeah, this tells me all of the weather for the next 6 days. It's awesome.
Speaking of Pigden, did he happen to finish that wonderful wand he was making for me?
What wand was that again? This is Adams. This is Adam speaking. What is it? What wand is that again?
He's making me a wand of teleportation.
He looks over at you and he says, if it's one for teleportation, probably not, because he is fixing your ship.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
How's that going?
Yeah.
Well, we got most of the parts set up, so if we try to put it on water, it'd be okay. But there's a lot of holes in it and a lot of damage, so when we get the ironwood, everything's going to be just fine. Now that everything's all good, I'm just going to talk with your friends over here that you rescued, and I'm just going to let them know to, give us some ironwood. But the moment that I'm done, I'm going to come back, okay? All right. You guys enjoy breakfast. Hey, guys, come here for a sec.
Did we go home, guys? Home being the boat?
I mean,
did anybody check this food before we started eating to make sure he wasn't stealing part of our spirit?
Absolutely. Like half a bagel in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm like,
what? I mean, Sage Wingless already has my heart, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wanted us dead,
he's the more direct type. He's threatened
I
to kill
don't think he
me
wants
3
us dead. I
times
think he just wants to know where we're alive.
I mean,
yeah.
I think we're okay. I think.
Well, we're already in it.
Yeah, we've already kind of committed, so.
So this could have gone worse.
Yeah, actually, all in all, I think we have done a decent job.
That should be our group name.
A decent job?
Decent job.
I mean,
Could
it was adequate.
Could have gone worse.
Worse.
That's our subheading. Yeah. So what is the plan now? Do we want?
Can we go back and work on the boat?
Well, yeah.
Is there anything Roscoe needs us to do here?
Yeah.
Well,
Is there anything Roscoe might need us to do, or are we going to go finally visit the king, whose invitation has been kind of?
I really think we should go visit the king.
Do we need to basically return the quest to what's her name in that town that was in Hebrew? that like
Hebrew?
sent us out here?
That's like
To Lita?
half day that way.
Here's a question: if we actually went back to the boat, would we be in the way?
Of the repairs.
Maybe we could help. Who knows? And we could help like ask for customization options. Maybe who knows?
Oh yeah, we should. We should kind of see what they're doing.
We need flames on the side so it goes faster.
Yeah, that's how it works. Got to paint it red. If you paint it red, it'll go faster.
Can you give us some racing stripes?
Exactly.
Maybe some flame decals.
Okay, so king, boat. Was there another option? Oh, Roscoe's house.
Roscoe's house for a while. No, I
really think we should go see the king.
Yeah, that does seem like that. The longer we wait with that, I think
Yeah.
the more trouble that's going to
That's
be.
the politest y'all not invited to my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already rifled through my shit.
Exactly. Okay, I'm down for visiting the king,
So what option are you guys taking?
We'd like to go see King. I almost said Dwindle, but I'm sure his name isn't Dwindle.
Hold on.
Different,
We got the invitation from-
different campaign.
Oh, okay.
Completely
King
different.
Wallen
people.
Constance.
Wallen, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go see
Wallen Constance.
Wallen.
Okay.
May or
Good
may
old
not be
Wallen.
immortal.
All right, in the country of Orthrondon.
Yes.
Okay, so that's feywild is totally gone.
Oh!
For now, I mean, we're coming back. We're not going to
Yeah.
look back.
I definitely want to jump in the tree at some point.
Yeah, we're totally coming back.
I mean, we could jump in tonight. The king can wait. It's not like he can get us.
Really putting at him like, oh man, no, we'll jump in the tree. Yeah.
That's a great point.
That's
I
fine.
mean, you can unruffle your papers.
I really just
Okay.
wanted to make sure we had hit points. Now that we're all back, we could go.
Should we just wait and jump in the tree tonight?
Well, it's
No,
more
we're
that
good.
in
So,
my
Oh, can I say something as Kieran? Does
Yeah.
Kieran know that jumping willy-nilly into the Feywild is kind of stupid?
As Kieran, he would probably already know that that's sort of your all's MO. So
I mean, like,
Would
you
it-
can't- this is
would
not
it
the kind
matter?
of place where you can go in and say, "Oh, I'm ready to go now." It's probably not going to work out like that.
We might.
I think Ren's thought process is that while he has no particularly like for royalty, generally any kind of authority figure doesn't like being held waiting. In addition, it's a little easier to leave a city on the same plane of existence than to maybe get back from the Feywild. So that seems like a little more of a permanent kind of choice, potentially, than going to visit the king.
Just
But-
before we leave this area, did we ever figure out what's going on with that Cormyr Goldenhorn that like sent those guys to try to steal the artifacts from us when we were in the Magic Academy town? Like, wasn't that part of the second reason why we came to Hebrew? Was because we had a clue that those guys were there, the Hecaton charades.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did we? Oh, I forgot about that, actually.
Golden Horn arranged. Yeah, and I'm looking at the notes right now. Right,
on plan.
they were going to drop off the dagger at a branch of my thieves guild to deliver and/or fence. Hmm.
So while you guys do that, I am going to rapidly scramble to put together a different pathway for you guys to follow.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Yeah, remember when Pigden convinced Kieran to like charm everybody in the inn using that gorget, and then we fought those guys, and they were trying to just steal the dagger and stuff.
Oh right, well we had to roll initiative against the conga line.
Yes,
Yep.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Good times. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So-
everybody in stream, there was a conga line, and it did happen. That was
Mhm.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
Some guy named Cormyr Goldenhorn was offering them 20,000 gold for each artifact they stole from us. And we found the contract he signed with the Hecaton race, and then we took the one guy. That's how we met Wingless. Was because we took the guy there and he interrogated
And then
him.
decapitated him or disintegrated? I don't remember which.
Disintegrated.
There we go.
And then we forgot all about that thread because we freed our ship.
Yeah, we were like, Flying ship. Nothing.
Yay.
No fires.
Basically, we want to be sky pirates.
Ship, ship,
And
ship.
obvious questing is sort of in the way.
So I'm totally down for going to see the king, just so long as we all remember that we're probably going to randomly fight guys because we haven't solved the bounty hunter crisis.
So do we go back to do that, or do we go forward to do that?
You know what? You're right. There's
The notes
too
are
much.
unclear.
There's too many plot lines that are unresolved in this world. Let's jump ship into the Feywild and create some new ones. You know what?
You know, when
You're
you got
right,
too
you're
many
right.
unresolved quests, sometimes you just got to clear the dashboard.
Exactly. You got to go to a new universe, Morty. You got to do it.
Yeah, this is the challenge with me in getting something. You guys are just like, this is great, shiny. It's like,
All
well,
of this DLC takes place on a new island.
now I
so-
have
Nobody
to.
exists on purpose, Morty.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an idea. Ren has a demon daddy, and I have a different kind of daddy, and some other people have some different kind of daddies. Why don't we all just sit down and have like a little, a little,
Everyone
commune
choose
with
together.
a little meditative moment with our individual daddies and ask them what they think we should do.
If you guys give me just like probably about 3 minutes, I'll be able to make the whole map for you. So just give me a second.
Yeah, I mean, no worries.
Because
There's
the shepherd just like follows instructions, so he's not like standing out, but he's just thinking to himself like, my dad's just a merchant like on another continent. He just like sells stuff.
Yeah.
Just...
I mean, the thing is,
watch.
yeah,
Everyone communing with
Ren's
their various daddies.
almost
Tea.
entirely positive that if he communicated with Nyarlathotep would just say, "Keep doing you. You're doing good." Like, I doubt he would have any specific direction. He'd just be like, "Yep, keep getting those souls."
There are
you
gods
know?
to slay in both realms.
Exactly. That's honestly, yes. You're not far off, I'm sure. So
Oh, I can
Okay.
totally talk to you about communing with Mistra. You really don't say anything,
Oh.
and sometimes she just writes stuff on your sword.
So Snells, how you doing?
that sounds less
Does
invasive
nature
than
have
mine.
to think anything about this?
Okay, so I'm good to go. So if you guys want to head off, you absolutely can. And you're going back east to Greywald, or not up towards Orthrondon.
How far are we from the capital?
Well, I'm assuming we can ask Wingless to teleport us, hopefully, to wherever we
Who
want to
has
go.
the GPS scroll?
Yeah, we should at least let him know what our plans are.
Wait, actually, Roscoe would know basically where we are and where things are, right?
Yeah.
He would actually.
How close are we to the king, Roscoe, versus going back to the ship and then flying this direction?
The ship. So
It's not gonna
Roscoe,
be ready
this is
for a while.
Roscoe. I'm commandeering your conversation.
I'm going to say Roscoe tells you the answer.
To get back to the ship is probably going to be closer to a 500 600 mile journey. To get to the capital, probably around 200.
But Wingless can teleport us to the ship,
And he can teleport you to the capital as well.
or we can politely request.
These are
You
all
guys
things
want
you
to go
can
to
do.
the capital, right? I don't think the ship is ready yet. I don't think if we went back to the ship, we're going to be leaving anytime.
Probably.
Yeah, you just now
got the
have
wood.
have access to the wood. It hasn't been cut, hasn't been planed, none of
It
that.
hasn't been
So-
ruined or whatever. Yeah, everything. They have a lot to do with the ship yet, so I don't think going
Don't
back
we need
will...
something else for the ship? We also have that side quest.
Well, he said that we could also go get some jewels from like this cave or something, but we did the wood thing instead. So our end of the bargain is fulfilled. So they should be able to fix up the ship.
Yeah.
And then while they're doing that, I think we should go visit the king because I think it's going to take a while for the ship to be ready. It's going to be a few weeks at least, I believe.
I think the wood was to fix it up, and then the other one was if we wanted to like pimp it out.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so the other one is there is a cave that is known to house Zerchardon crystals. So the Alphaladin stones that you all have, which store magic energy, these destroy it. These are crystals that are made specifically to sever the connections from the weave, and will also destroy magic items as well as destroy normal items fairly easily.
I think we'll have time to go see the king and then circle back to that. Because
Sounds fair.
yeah,
Yeah, but if we don't need that, let's maybe avoid it for the moment, just because if I recall correctly, there's a basilisk there.
Not a
It's
basilisk.
Cannibleepus.
I think I agree with Roscoe in that the king thing seems pretty important and that we shouldn't ignore that for too much longer.
Yeah,
Okay.
So is
I agree.
Sage Wingless.
Yeah, what you need, bud?
Would you mind helping us get to Orthrondon?
Or
Look at all those
please.
maps.
Oh, all right.
You're the best.
I know. All right, so he gets you all ready. He tells you all to get prepared. Is there anything else that you want to do while you're here, and while he's here as well?
Is there? Let's think about this, guys. I can't think of anything. I really want that teleportations wand, though, but because that'll help us a lot.
So, Sage, how do you know Mirror? Do you know the rest of their crew as well?
Oh yeah, they're part of the Vereldium Blades. They help me out on occasion. I send them to go find stuff, and I'm pretty tight with the king. So we do a lot.
Oh. What can you tell me about the fair Oleana? And I kind of look at him with sparkly eyes.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Yes.
And please say out loud what you get.
1 second. 25.
Him?
25. Okay.
Persuasion, right?
Persuasion. So you get a 25, and he's like,
It's all that eye sparkle.
all right, I guess you seem like a pretty good boy.
As I point to all the happy orcs.
So Oleana is, she's the daughter of one of the nobles from Orthrondon. She's a pretty sweet girl. She's got an elven father and a human mother. She got kind of teased about that for a while. He was a great archer, and she was trying her best to live up to his expectation. She was brought into the Vereldium Blades first as sort of like a, what's the best way to put it? For politics, I think. And also because she was really into the Duke, Duke Gailleur. So if you ever get the chance to meet him, yeah, just don't mention Oleana to him. I don't think that'd be a good idea for you, but...
Oh, why is that? Or did it not work out between them? Is she available?
All right, well, you're cutting right to the point. I honestly don't know about her relationship status there, but if you want to ask her, I'm sure that you can find her. Whatever Mirror was talking to you about, I think I heard that she gave you a howdy doody. So
You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. And take a little bow.
I am both of those things, yeah. Okay, so is there anything else you'd like to ask him before you make your way out?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll remember it as soon as he disappears.
Yes, I know.
Yep.
It's the adequate 8 way. Okay, so while I have scrambled to put together a bunch of maps to get everything done, I was able to.
Map Daddy.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
He doesn't like it. Make it stick.
I know, that's why we're going to do all the time now.
Cannon.
Hey,
Oh, I love you guys. Okay, so right now you are at the crossroads between Craywald and Orthrondon. I'm going to put you all over on the world map. And for everybody who doesn't know, the world map that you see is the world map that they know, but it's not the full one. Okay, got a whole lot of maps here. Got to move that on over. And boom. So for everybody that's watching this stream, all those other maps I just passed over were for the Feywild.
We'll be back.
And this is where you are. You are right here in Hebury. So, ping. In order to go up to where you need to do, he's willing to teleport you north to Orthrondon. And that is a pretty fast trip for everyone. So, as
I
you
need
all...
to call it
Can I ask Wingless if there's anything he wants us to get for him while we're there?
Oh yeah, actually, there's a whole bunch of spice at the spice market. You can find it over in the. You can find it over in the. Hang on a second. Don't say that.
Spice?
Got some cheeky Nando's for him.
No. This is this is a special kind of salt. I really like it. It's all from Luno. It's this like pink and black salt. It's delicious. If you can find it for me, it's Lunician salt. I love it.
Ooh. Well, the spice must flow.
So you guys said that you're going straight to the king? Really?
By special invitation.
Yeah,
We gotta get there before he sends another goblin.
All right. Well, I guess you guys are all high and mighty now. I hope that you remember your good pal Wingless. You know that he's teleporting you all over Vereldium. Well, in the meantime, I hope that you guys have a good one. And he starts to draw out the circle, and he's like, "So, when you get there, yeah, tell Duke I heard that I said hello, and tell the king, you know, what's up for me." So as he finishes the circle, he's like, "All right, everybody, step on in." And you see this like massive blue light as it's coating the entirety of your all's like clothing. It's like burning your eyes out. But he has a teleportation circle up and ready for you. And he's like, "You guys better hurry. It's quick."
Yep. Jump in.
Pum, pum, pum.
Grab as much breakfast as I can and then jump in.
Okay. So that's exactly what you do. You grab as much breakfast as you can, you jump in, and you are transported. And also big thanks to the people that make this art. This is not my own.
Oh, shit.
You are teleported to the glitter ward of Orthrondon. As you get up, you notice that the entirety of this castle is gorgeous. The stone appears to glitter with the silver and gold. You notice that the massive statues that are all around appear to be of dragons, appear to be of angels, appear to be of demons, of devils, of fae. You notice that it's almost every walk of life, every creature, every ancestry that you could possibly imagine is embossed in some way around this castle. As you get to the front, you notice that you're in the center of what looks to be a small garden, and there's a bunch of other guards that are holding large glaives, and they... What the... Oi! Who are you lot?
Hi, sorry.
Who are you supposed to be?
Sage Wingless teleported us here. We are slightly late for appointment with His Majesty. We are the Adequate Eight. We received a goblin summons.
I don't know about you. You guys put your weapons down right now.
Okay.
Or I swear.
This could be a while.
Yeah, yep. I comply.
Do it.
Comply.
Okay. So you guys comply.
Yep.
And he's like, "All right, I need proof that you're supposed to be here. Identification."
Yep, we all point to Shepherd.
Yeah, I already tried to show you guys this before you held us at Glaive Point and told us to take everything off like common criminals. And I hand him the card with the king's insignia on it.
Don't get smart with them. They'll look for an excuse.
He grabs it. He grabs it from him and is like, "All right, man, I'm just doing my job. But you'll out, all right?"
Yep.
Hands it back, and he's like, "Okay. So, you guys are probably... No, I know that you guys are new here. How about this? Next time, maybe send a message ahead." Anyway,
apologies.
Please pick up your items and make your way to the front gate. You'll meet Arschlock over on the front. He'll be able to guide you in.
Is he wearing any jewelry?
Is Arschlock wearing any jewelry?
The guy who's talking to us.
Roll a perception check.
No, Kieran, we just got here. Come on. Literally the first person we've seen.
Nope, he pissed me off. It's on.
Okay. It does look like he's wearing like a few bangles across his wrists. His armament is ornate, So it could almost be considered jewelry in itself.
He has a helmet on.
He does not have a helmet on. He has like a half circlet. Yeah, he has like a half circlet, and he has large. He's wearing half plate.
Yeah, guards out here in tiaras.
I'm going to use prestidigitation and make the center of his circlet look like a dick. A little dick.
Okay.
Roll. And I'm going to do it real covert, just like as we're passing by. Just like.
And you're a sorcerer, so you can do that. Okay. How do you roll for dick?
In fairness, it should only last a couple seconds. Maybe no one will even notice it. It's just a little thing that I do.
Performance.
No, I'm not going to make you roll for it. So I'm just going to roll a couple d20s for the other guards that are there.
I don't notice it.
Okay. So you mutter underneath your breath, just, and as you do, you all see the just like little floppy boy coming right up on his forehead. And he's like, okay, you guys just take a few steps down that way. You're going to see a guy who's in his armor is silver. He has a red sash. You probably will see a little bit of like a dragon on his circlet. That's the guy. Yeah, just show him that, and also have a nice day. All the best. While this is happening, you're seeing that 2 of the other 10 guards that are around you are going.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
I give a knowing salute to the closest guard to me that chuckled.
The guard gives you a big wink, and he's like, "I like that." And you guys eventually make your way to this large. It's almost like a pearlescent gate. So you get to the gate, and he says, "Oh, hello. Are you all here to see someone in the castle?"
Pointing again at Shepard.
Yeah, I think we're here to see the main guy upstairs.
Oh, okay.
We have, and I show him the document. A really hungry goblin came by and delivered this like a month ago.
Oh, you met Pizu's. Yeah, he comes here all the time. He's a really fast worker.
Loves pancakes, that guy.
Oh, it's good to know. I haven't actually had the chance to eat out with... I'm sorry, this is too much information. My name is Ashlock. It's not my real name, it just kind of stuck. So, I'll bring you all in, and with this massive gate in front of you, he just goes to like one side and a very tiny door opens, and you all just walk through that tiny door instead. And he's like, okay, go on ahead, go on in. The king is most likely in his receiving room. Just go straight through the big doors, and he's going to be in the boxy room in the front. You can't miss it. It's in the center of the atrium. Do your best not to go through the other 8 doors. People get lost, and it's kind of a hassle. Just the box in the center. He's most likely there. It's yeah, it's morning. He's up.
All right.
I do that.
We progressed.
Yeah.
Okay. He escorts you to the back of the door, and he's just like, all right, good luck in there. Be good.
We'll try.
Before we move too much further, does anybody else like familiar with this kind of setting? I guess is Dominic like the only one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the courtier background.
Sweet.
Ren
I'm just
is,
gonna
like-
hand you the papers and like you got this, man.
Yeah, Ren's like super obviously uncomfortable and unhappy being here, and is just kind of like looking around, constantly trying to find like the quickest way out.
Farm.
Do I know? Should I roll history or something?
Sure, roll me a
anything of
history check.
The royal protocol for this particular place?
Sure, and roll me with advantage since you have that background.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, so natural 20. You know that King Wallen Constans is eccentric. There is no real secret to how to approach this guy. It's just don't lie to him. He has his retinue. His person that's always with him is a brass dragonborn by the name of Duke Ayurer. He is also the leader of the Vereldium Blades. He is a very, very strong king, to the point where he's not had to send many people into battle. There's been very few wars since his reign. However, there has been it's because he's that good at diplomacy.
Oh, okay.
He's also been known to be very secretive, and also nobody has known any other king in the last 1,000 years. So, as you all walk in, you see this massive, massive atrium. You see pillars that are stacked up on top. They're wrappings of tapestries that show most of Vereldian history, as well as the history of Orthrondon, how it used to be the Wildlands, how they came out of the calamity of the Ignan era, and how they eventually built their city back up. You see that there are embossed dragons of all different metallic colors that are wrapped around one side of the pillars on the very top, and on the other side you see wrapped on the top the gem dragons. So you see, there's gemstone dragons.
Ooh.
You do not see the chromatic in this room.
Does this look at all kind of gaudy, like Trump Towery?
Not Trump Towery, more like very like Rococo design, so like old Austrian, I think is the best way to put it.
Oh, so it's tasteful.
Cool.
Yeah, it's tasteful in that it's very artistic, but it's not disgusting.
It's not just gold sofas for the sake of being gold.
Yeah, it's not gold for the sake of being gold. It's not like gaudy. Look at how much I have. This is not opulent. It looks like everything in this room tells a story. In the center of this room, you would assume that this would be like a throne room or like a meeting area. However, in the very center of the room, there just appears to be a completely nondescript box. It is maybe a 40 foot wide by 40 foot deep by 35 feet tall, just cube in the center of the room. And there's a single door
there's
that's...
an apple store here.
Yeah, and then there's just... yeah, and then just to the left of it, there's a single door. It's a very simple wooden door with a simple handle. You also notice that there are 8 doors that are around the room. 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and 2 in the back behind that large box in the center.
I highly recommend we just take the one he told us to take.
Is there anybody else, like guard-wise? Do we see that his name out here, or?
You don't see anybody. However, anybody who's curious about that, roll me a perception check.
Yes.
For guards?
Curious about that, yes. +8 to perception. Jeez.
Expertise, man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. As this is all happening, and as you are walking around, as you're all walking around as well, you're feeling this like weird sensation, like somebody's watching you, and a couple of you like look around and, but Ren, Dominic, and Shepard, they all hear like coming from what sounds like above you.
Look up immediately. Yeah, no, I'm scanning the ceiling immediately.
If I don't sense any guards around, I want a divine sense before we open this door.
Okay, you divine sense. What does your divine sense allow you to sense?
Yeah, I can tell if anything's been affected by the Hollow spell, as well as if there's any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
The entire area around you has been affected by the Hollow spell. Or the Hallow spell.
What the Hallow spell?
Which one is that?
Hollow's like the opposite of desecrate.
Yeah.
We did
Oh.
the Reinigung stone from Akun to kill the boss in the other temple. So if this entire place is hollowed, then there's like some serious stuff that went into building it.
Oh shit! I'm looking at the spell right now.
I want to use detect magic and just kind of look around and see what I can see in this room, if possible.
Okay. Hey Ryan, I'm getting a lot of feedback. Ryan S. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback from your mic.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So you're. What were you looking around for again? One more time.
It's detect magic just to see what's around the area.
Okay. You cast detect magic, and as you do, you hear this whisper coming from somewhere. Just. And your spell.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes I'm using it as the warlock. I have the special eyes where I can just detect magic.
My mistake.
I wonder if does that count, or is that
no? Then
a
it
spell?
then it just happens. Then it always just happens. You have the special eyes.
Yes.
So you're looking around, and as you're looking, is it just 30 feet or is it 120?
I'm pretty sure it's just 30 feet.
Okay.
Yes, 30 feet.
So as you're looking up, you're seeing that there is some kind of an enchantment magic on each one of those dragons. You notice that there's there's abjuration magic on each one of the doors, and you notice that there is an enchantment spell that's going all across this rug that you're walking forward on.
So yeah, I tap Kieran on the shoulder. I'm like, Kieran, there's magic everywhere. This whole place is magic.
There's magic everywhere.
You look.
I smile at Roscoe.
Is that good for us or bad for us?
I don't think it would be good for us if we tried anything.
Yeah, let's just play nice.
Can I do a quick little tiny firework of prestidigitation with my finger?
Okay. You see, and a little firework goes.
I mean, if that's not what I intended, is that a sign of something?
What exactly were you intending? Are you intending to send an M80 in the middle of a throne room?
Like on X-Men with Jubilee, where you have the little sparkles around your fingers?
Okay.
Nerd.
Please don't get us killed.
It's a tiny little sparkle.
I literally have friends in court. Let's see if this can work.
So they should be here to see the fireworks.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check to say that you're doing this and it's not threatening.
Oh no!
How can fireworks be threatening? All right, let's see. Persuasion. Why don't I see persuasion here? Oh, there we go.
Well, you're in a throne room in a castle. You're brand new. No one knows you, and you're launching fireworks.
I'm not
Okay.
launching. It's like right here around my fingers.
I need a dexterity saving throw of 23.
No. Oh no!
What the heck is that?
That's dead.
That's
You're dead.
your dexterity saving throw.
Wait, can I cast guidance?
No, I'm fucking with you guys. You're fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, take that for feywild. Your bullshit. All right.
I was just like, Kieran is gonna die.
I was literally going to his character sheet just to see if that was double.
Yeah.
No, but I'd still be pissed.
Yeah, well, that's how it feels. Okay, so.
Okay, guys, let's back out slowly and go back to the tree.
So you, and you fire out like little pew 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 pew, and it fires out of your hands. Nothing seems to happen. It's just like everyone looks over. It's like, the dude.
Oh, there's people in here.
Your friends.
We all
That's what I was there.
Like, could you not?
Do you hear the whispers?
I was trying to see if something negated us doing magic. Is what I was kind of trying to see.
Like some sort of anti-magic.
Yep.
You said there's this big box in the middle of the room. Is there like an obvious throne anywhere?
No obvious throne.
Is there a door?
There is a door.
There are
There's a
8,
very
and we're gonna
simple
take the
door
one-
that's in front of the box.
Yeah, there's only one
So
door.
my immediate thought is this box could either be a very elaborate bathroom, or it's like some sort of Lazarus chamber.
The first one, canon.
It's definitely a bathroom, but let's
Porcelain
take.
throne.
I should
let's,
knock before we
yeah,
just.
let's take that door. We're supposed to.
Yes, agreed.
Okay.
I run through the door.
Okay. You run, stop, open the door up, and then go through. As you do, you enter into a room that is covered in paintings. You see frames of everything. You see tapestries falling on the wall. And to the right, you just see a tiny little writing desk. But you also see 7 chairs that are set up. And each one of them has a little place card with your name on it.
Oh. Am I allowed to pocket my place card?
I mean, it's made of paper, so sure.
But it has my name on it. It looks pretty.
Sure.
Can you sketch a portrait of me by my place card?
Snels, this would be considered a party.
Where's
Okay.
Cheese.
Yeah, no cheese.
Okay. So
I take some out from what I pocketed at breakfast.
I still have detect magic up. Can I look and see if the chairs are magicked in any way? Ren's a little suspicious of this.
the arms of the chairs do have magic on them.
Oh.
And you notice that all of the paintings that are around the room are also magicked. They have illusion magic on them.
Yeah, I will let everyone know this fact.
There's
as
no
I'm
one in
scanning
this
the
room, right?
No.
The room's empty?
I want to.
Yeah, the room's
Look.
empty. Just
This
you
is
guys
like-
and
this
all of
feels
these
like a
paintings.
trap, guys.
I want to
Yeah.
do perception for whatever I can see with my non-magic eyes. Anything that looks.
Okay, roll
odd,
me
I'll
a
touch
perception check,
anything.
please.
Yeah. In addition, the magic I'm detecting from the arms of the chairs, what kind of magic would this be?
This is conjuration.
Conjuration. Yeah.
The chairs will summon demons.
Exactly.
Or summon.
Chains
Manacles.
or something. Yeah.
Is there anything
Yeah.
interesting about like where we're positioned around the wall?
Nope, you're all just in a semicircle that seems to be around this small writing desk.
Is the door open?
Unless you guys shut it.
Yeah. Keep that door open. I'm not sitting down just yet. No.
Yeah, no one's sitting down.
15 was the perception.
There's no one in here, so what are we supposed to do?
Probably sit in our chairs, but I do not like this.
I did bring a book with me. I guess I can have a seat and wait.
Okay. So what is happening?
Okay.
Let's go down the line. Dominic, you are looking around to see if you find anything. All the paintings are wild. Like these are so lifelike. As you're looking through each one of them, it's probably some of the best artwork that you've ever seen. A lot of them are listed under. They actually are signed with the same thing. It says "ouch," AUTCH. And you're seeing a couple other of them that say PILLI. That's the name that you see signed under each one. And you notice that even on the ceiling, there's paintings that are hung up. This rug looks gorgeous, and you can see where there's little mistakes. So this looks like this may have been hand woven. As you're looking at everything else, you do see the big portrait of who you assume to be the king and who you remember seeing portraits of before. However, this portrait appears to be of somebody who is of young age. So I would say probably before the age of 40. Yeah, and he's just sitting in one side and just looking out. And you're looking at all these other paintings, and they're of vast landscapes. One of Duke Ayur, three of beautiful women. A couple of the different towns you've been in, Craywald at its origination. All of these different beautiful bits of art.
Any sort of like bell or
Not that you see.
Okay. And
Snels, what are you doing?
I think I'm just like sitting and observing everything that happens.
Okay, Shepard,
You're sitting?
Shepard's
Yeah.
gonna sit down.
Ren.
I'm sitting on the floor, to be clear.
It is standing near the doorway.
Okay.
Not like blocking it, but just near, so if anything happens, keep that door from closing.
Kumith.
I sit down.
Kieran?
I'm just gonna start sort of peeking in and out of the room, going, "Hello, hello."
Are you outside of the room looking in?
I am by the doorway, kind of sticking my head out and sticking my head in the room.
Decapitated.
Okay, Roscoe, what are you doing?
I'm going to go ahead and sit down.
Okay. Can I please get a show of hands? How many people are sitting down? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
It's a majority.
Okay. So as you guys sit down and you relax in your chairs, you feel kind of like a buzzing happening next to your seats. Yeah. So as the buzzing finishes, on your left-hand side, you get a glass of wine that just appears. And on the right-hand side, you get a small plate of cheese.
Oh shit, I found immediately.
Yeah.
The cheese! It's here!
I run so fast to my chair, it almost falls over.
Okay. You guys go and Kieran goes and runs over to his seat and he sits down, and as he does, he sits down and a glass of juice and a small apple appears.
Oh.
Dick!
Ren will laugh at that. Ren will
Dude, did you reserve the kidding meal?
I offer Kieran some cheese.
I sort of just shout to the room, "Nice one," and then I go sit down as well.
I happily sipped Kumit's wine.
Dominic, roll a perception check.
Oh no. I'm scared. My passive is 18, if that matters.
Your passive is 18?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that does matter.
Dominic is built to see things.
You hear in the back of your mind, almost like somebody speaking into your head. He's like, "Thanks."
Okay. We do have company, and I'm just going to continue sitting.
Okay.
Thanks.
You sit down, and a goblet of wine and a platter of frogwa and crackers appears at your side.
Ooh.
Card me?
Ooh, frog water.
I share with the rest of the group.
Okay.
So your chair didn't card you. My chair totally just like carded me and shit.
Ren, what are you doing?
Ren is still eyeing the chair suspiciously and all of the food. I don't think Ren is going to sit down. I don't think Ren would feel comfortable doing that. So, no. Ren's
Separate gonna like point to Ren like, "Hey, they got your name right here."
Now you made it weird. Fine, Ren will go. Fine, Ren will go and will sit down very slowly, kind of in the chair. But I'm going to have my hand in my pocket and have it closed around the green stone.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to very, very intently look at him to see what appears in front of him.
Yeah, we all watch.
Okay.
Please be a sippy cup.
I need for you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Dear God.
Oh, you're touching a stone.
Let's see.
Oh, you actually get bonuses to that for being near me, though.
It's
Oh, I
true.
do? What's the bonus?
You actually get +4 on Wiz saving throws.
Well, there you go.
That's a 26.
Okay. So as you are, yeah, it's crazy aura. So as you're sitting down, you start to get the sensation of like, I feel a lot calmer right now. This feels okay. And then you're like, no, I'm angsty. Oh, I have to.
Yes.
It's like I have to maintain my trope, and
Exactly.
you're just like, and your angst blasts through the spell that has just been cast upon you.
Perfect. No one's calming me down.
The darkness within.
Exactly. My pain can't be covered up by juice and apples.
Maybe some wine.
Your edgelord status is maintained.
Yes, thank goodness.
So as you all are sitting down, so Kieran, are you gonna take a bite of either, or take a bite or take a drink of either?
You want to know if we're partaking? I already sipped Kumit's wine. I don't know if that matters.
Yeah, it tastes like normal Cabernet.
Ooh.
Oh, did any food appear for me or no?
The spell went off on you, and nothing happened because neither one of your hands are on the outside. You said you're wrapping your hands very tightly.
Right. Okay.
Everybody else sat down, and it just and appeared.
Okay.
I'm gonna toss my apple to Ren.
I'll
Okay.
catch it.
You catch it, and the moment that you do, it breaks open, and you see that it was full of chocolate this whole time.
And I eat it, damn it.
And you're like, oh, it was gonna be nice if that happened. It's okay.
Room of Cabernet, damn.
Yeah.
I have the
Nice
notes
thing
in
to
front of me. If
disembody
this ever happened, this is like literally what would happen. Okay, I tried.
say
I tried.
disembodied voice. Even better.
But I'll say if you sip your grape juice, this is actually what's called ambrosia. So you feel warm all the way down as it goes down. And this
I
is
went to high school with ambrosia.
okay.
Now, if I finish the glass, does it refill on its own?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh,
So as this happens and you all are snacking and all that jazz, eventually Ren, does he calm down or?
Yeah. Eventually, Ren will. Once nothing immediately happens, he will start to relax a little more.
Okay. You start hearing in the back of your head, Dominic, and he's like, hey,
Yes.
can I have a little bit of fanfare, please?
And I thought you'd never ask with thaumaturgy. Can I play something?
Absolutely.
Oh God, yes. Okay, one second.
Wait.
Via, oh gosh.
What are you playing?
Yeah.
Nothing bad.
No. What lit? The DMCA. You might get me banned. So
Oh,
remember.
okay, then no. I'll do it myself.
That would get me banned. So I'm really glad you didn't do that. So, all right. So you start playing the opening to the Olympics theme. For anybody who didn't know what he was asking. And as that happens, you see the picture of the king in his young form step out from the picture frame, and he's like, ugh, and he starts to step all over his writing desk, and he's like, hello.
Oh, and at this point, I'll actually do like actual fireworks in the air.
Thank you, everybody. Very, very good.
Imagining the king from Hamilton.
So that happens, and the fireworks are still going off, and the thaumaturgy is giving him fanfare. It's like, this is great. I need to hire you all for later. Hello.
Ooh,
Hello, Your Majesty.
that weird really quick.
All right, let's not make this weird. This was fun. I had a good time, and I'm really sorry that you didn't get to enjoy your chocolate apple. I made that myself. So.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're really paranoid.
I've noticed. Most of the people that I bring in, I just let them do their thing for a little bit, especially when I have chairs and name tags and magic food. You'd be very surprised what I can learn about people at that time. So you four seem to be very trusting, and I really appreciate you all coming. For the rest of you, I am sorry that you feel unsafe, but I hope that you feel more safe. You're in the safest place in all of Orthrondon. I promise.
I feel much better, Your Majesty. I do apologize if we came off as ungrateful. We did just have a run-in with a rather powerful devil, and are still a little shaken up.
I do believe you, Mr. Felden. Mr. Oddbody. Or may I call you Shepherd?
Sure. And Shepard's just like trying to outwardly be cool, but he's really like the guy who hopes the cop doesn't realize how high he is. So it's just like gripping the armrest a little bit.
Be cool, man. Be cool.
I'm very glad that you were able to get my summons and also my card. Have you happened to have the chance to use it yet?
Side note, I don't remember if we've used it. I think we still have it, right?
Yours is the one that puts us back in time?
Yeah.
Yeah, the card of the fool. It sends you
We
back
don't
in
have
time.
it.
It sends you back in time 10 minutes.
Thankfully, we've not yet needed it, but we did have a few close calls, as my friend was talking about.
I see. Well, for myself, unfortunately, I've already used it. So it's no longer useful to me. But I see that some of you all have already had some instances with the Book of Mystra. Interesting.
I don't think we've seen the book, but maybe some passages.
I think you have. It has a sun on the cover.
Kind of looking at Red. Have we seen this book with the sun?
It's still kind of staring suspiciously at the king, but will shake his head kind of mutely. I don't believe so. I mean, again, out of character, I don't recall a book with a sun, but
Did
Do you
we
all
maybe leave it
remember
on
when
the
you
ship?
do you all remember when you have the thread coming out of your chest?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you all have that
Well, that's
shared
a-
dream?
That's a thread. We didn't equate that with a book.
There's a book?
There is, and you all did pick it up.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. Then yes.
Yeah, perhaps I've forgotten about this. So then, yes, I will not. I apologize.
Yes,
Okay.
DM, we remember. We absolutely remember.
Oops.
That's fine. It's been, what, 2 years since we started playing together?
Wow.
So as you all open the book that you know that you have, you notice that the cards that you currently have are filled in. They are perfect
I do remember
depictions.
this now, yeah.
Yeah, they are perfect depictions of what you see. You see the Lover's card with Helena and Edmund. You see the Three of Swords with Akun and his family. These are all things that you have now seen. And these are all things that are now filled in. And you all see yourself moving towards a large cityscape, which now that you see the cityscape, it is the Castle of Orthrondon on the page with the Fool.
Ooh.
And he looks at you and says, "Now, let me explain. Seems like you all are into something very, very big, which cheers to you. This means that we have a mutual goal here. We're trying to get as many of these cards so that we can resume Mistress Guarding of the Weave of Magic. Because unfortunately, about every few thousand years or so, there's a new guardian of the Weave. Our guardian right now is weak. So, this may be something that's a little bit on the bad side. Let me explain. So, every once in a while, Mistra needs to restructure her staff. And unfortunately, their staff is not truly immortal. They have a great longevity and a great deal of power, and they channel all that power from the weave. But sometimes they get corrupted, sometimes they are killed, sometimes they are defeated, sometimes they have their power stripped from them. And right now, Mistress Guardian is weakened. I believe Shepherd, as one of the Order of the Torch, has seen just a little bit into that. Unfortunately, I am not a paladin, so I do not know much of anything about your order, nor about your visions, nor about your battles, but I understand that you and your friend Ren here have gone into a temple and just recently came out burning. Would very much be curious to hear your stories on that.
How do you know about that?
Raise my hand real quick.
Yes, Kieran.
Yes, I just happened to notice. How the heck do you know who we are?
So, let me do a quick recap.
He's the king, and also we've been around for a while.
Really?
Excuse me, Roscoe, you're taking all the fun out of this.
Oh, sorry. my mistake.
I mean, you spelled my name right. No one spells my name right.
Again, see version 1. King.
That doesn't really
absolutely.
explain. Okay, all right.
Don't question it.
Intelligence network.
Yeah, I guess. But how did he know about Shepard and I having how did you know that? As I recall, I didn't see you or any Kingdom agents there. How would you know what happened to us?
Oh, that's a good question. You see him, like, put a finger to his throat, and he goes, Duke Kayure, please come here. And the voice is booming so loud that it almost like rings your ears. And you hear like this cling, 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 cling of heavy metal footsteps. And eventually this brass dragonborn comes in. He has long, long scales that tie back into a ponytail behind his back. He has very smooth scales on his cheeks, but very rough scales towards the top of his head. Very, very well dressed, but also in full plate armor with a sort of gold and multicolored scale that rolls down, so it's half of the rainbow that are going straight down his chest plate. And he walks in and is like, yes, my king. What is it that I can help you with? Oh, hello, Adequate. How are you? Is this what you were asking about? Yes. Just explain to them, please, how we know about them. He's like, okay. My agents do not wear uniforms that say, hello, I am an agent of Orthrondon.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Oh,
And he walks away.
Before you leave, sir, I'm going to...
Wait a minute, what? No.
You think he knows about their branding struggles?
I would be remiss if I...
Hey, stop. One at a time. I cannot do what he does. We start with the changeling one, please.
Immediately, like, eyes open wide, kind of staring. And can't say a word.
I golf clap.
Yeah, Rand has actually been kind of knocked speechless by this. So he's just kind of staring.
Okay, Dominic, please. Let's get you then.
Yes, now that Your Majesty and Your Lordship are both in the same place, I'd be remiss if I didn't extend the greetings of both Sage Wingless and Faustus of the Golden Dominion. They both wished me to give you their best regards upon our meeting.
Huh. Okay, we know that Sage Wingless is on the project right now. Is he working on your project?
We've crossed paths and have some mutual projects going on.
Hard way then. Fine. Please give me the information regarding Sage Wingless and the Adequate.
Ren hates this.
Yep.
Ren hates all these things being discovered immediately.
You have a flying ship?
Ass.
Yeah.
Right now, it neither qualifies as flying or ship, but we're hoping to rectify that.
Yeah.
Being
Okay.
repaired.
You guys keep hearing like this, like coming from somewhere, and he's just like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, we would love to be debriefed on everything that you see. Obviously, anything that you keep is going to be yours because adventurers, I totally get it. We're not going to be taking anything from you, so chill out.
Oh.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're just here to bring you in and tell you about some stuff that we found. Listen to your side of the story. Nobody's in trouble. Everything's okay. We're probably going to...
Insight.
Sure, go ahead.
Now your ire is
Not
up.
so great.
Can everybody except for Dominic please move to the Whispers channel?
The Whispers channel? Does that just mean get out of Discord?
Oh, do I not have the Whispers channel here? No, go to the We're Out of the Game, please. As soon as I see everybody is left, we'll be good to go. Okay, so as you're looking him over, he looks completely haggard. He looks like I am exhausted. He messes with me all the time, and I'm just trying to do my job. Like like this guy is just, he's just like, he has the boss that's super eccentric, so every time he tries to get something done, he's just like, we don't have enough money for that. No, you cannot do that to a rabbit. No, you cannot do this. Like, it's just like that kind of guy that has to keep saying all those things. Hold on one second. Baby. Thank you very much. I got a BLT. He just looks very frustrated and, like, constantly exacerbated. Okay, now can you please go over to the other voice channel and bring everybody back?
typed it in there.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna make the
Trying
come
to
on
land the
back
plane.
hand signals.
Yes, thank you.
Whoops.
Ryan. Hello. Okay.
Whispers.
So as he finishes, or as he keeps talking, he's just saying, "So, no one has to worry. We're gonna be okay. The king has something that he needs to say. I have something that I need to understand. And there's some crazy magic and a demon and a devil or whatever it is, and we got to understand this Cormier Goldenhorn problem and Belsheshpa problem, because we think they're one and the same. So
Yes.
why don't we have just a quick sit down and we figure this out? Sound good?
Sure. As soon as you stop spying on us.
That's never going to happen.
I look at Kieran and say, he's right.
Give it a shot, I guess.
Okay, so before we get started, do you have a teleportation circle here?
Yes, you all came in on it.
No, that was. Oh, was it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right outside.
Then, yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna make note of that.
Okay. Anything else?
What do you want?
Are you going to ask me if you had breakfast? Yes, I know you had breakfast. You had the full Irish.
Please proceed, your
Wait,
lordship.
we have a mole, guys.
Guys, full
more
intelligence network.
Ireland apparently exists in this universe.
What happened?
You know, there's only so many things I can create for you all. If I have to create an entire breakfast spread, I'm out. So,
Given that you know everything about me, quick question: is my organization tolerated or like no here? Just before
Tolerated.
Oh, good. Just so I don't ruffle any feathers.
No, it's tolerated. We understand. There needs to be an underbelly for other people to be underhanded.
Oh,
And sometimes underhanded needs to happen.
Oh, you think you know everything, don't you? Do you know who my daddy is?
Yes, Azrael.
You do. How the?
Oh! They got your daddy!
Kieran? Kieran, I mean this in all niceness. This is literally what I do all day.
But why? All right, whatever. What do you want? Why are we here? What do you want?
We're here to get
Well-
information from you regarding your encounters with Balsheshpa and also your encounter with Kuhamasisha. We understand that you all have also come into contact with Leotan artifacts. We know this because there is a current contract out for either your head or the artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
We can
Yeah, we
cancel
need
the
to talk about that
contracts
too.
if you are willing to talk with us. Okay?
Like that was you guys.
No, that was not us. That was
Oh.
Cormier Goldenhorn. An arms dealer actually has a lot of gold. Go figure.
Well, no, when you said cancel the contracts.
No, don't cancel it. We're gonna need their location when we're done.
Your call.
No. Yeah, okay. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
You do know that the Gaijis are the ones that are going after you, and they always have 100 members.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me that you're aware of
They're
that.
a little short
Yes.
now. They're a little short now.
They recruit very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be short again.
So we should become the adequate 101. Check. Put this on the list.
Ah, checkmate.
I mean, the boar is worth 93 of us.
Yeah, solid point.
Is there a Dalmatian in the bag of tricks?
It's not even like.
Ooh, does he know where the board goes when he's not with us?
Oh.
Yeah.
Big brain.
You know it all.
Let's bring it back in. Let's bring it back in.
After,
I really want to know
afterwards,
that, though.
yeah.
I need
Afterwards, the king is just like, okay, this is enough. Stop, you guys, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Your
What do you
Majesty.
want to know? Ask your questions already.
I am going to give you to Dukayur in just a moment, but in the meantime, there's a few things that you all need to know just about the cards that you hold. Those cards are fragments of Mistress Essence. So every time that you collect one of those cards, it's not about who has them. It's about the sequence of events that leads to the creation of one. When you see that silver thread, which I am sure you're probably seeing it on the Duke right now, I am sure that you are going to be able to come up with a way to help that person. Once their life struggle is over, the card appears. That seems to be the way of it. Once you all formed your party, I saw that my card had appeared. I knew it was you because I figured out who you were. Thank you to the Duke.
Because apparently you know everything.
I do, I'm the king. But in the meantime, I want for you to be on the lookout for any of those people who your little string seems to react to. Every single one of these cards is with its weight in platinum. It is incredibly powerful, some of the most magic I've ever seen, because it is derived directly from the raw energies of the weave. So please, try to collect as many as you can. But in the meantime, I will give you over to Duke Ayur. And as he sort of like exits stage right, the Duke comes back and he says, okay, here's what I know. Balsheshpa is a Rakshasa. You all killed the Rakshasa. Thank you very much to Roscoe for taking it out. Also, it's not completely dead. It is going to regenerate, and it is probably going to come back for Roscoe.
Okay. Yeah, he said he smells us.
Okay, then he's probably going to come back for all of you and kill you one at a time.
Probably.
So we have to go there and kill it?
You're getting too far ahead of me. 1 second. So, this is what I know so far. A lot of the weapons that he creates inside Avernus, which means that a lot of the weapons are not from this plane. I want to know what sort of weapons you have found that he has been selling.
Who says we found anything?
I just point to the claw. I'm like, here.
Oh, I see. These look nasty.
He's making work for it.
With your permission, I'd like to bring these to our ironworks so that we would be able to examine them further. Obviously, these are your spoils. I am not going to keep them, but I would like to examine them.
Thinking of selling them. I mean, if you wanted to, buy them, we could be persuaded.
Well, since I am a responsible Duke, I am not going to buy a cursed item straight out, but I'll be willing to trade you for something in the meantime.
What you got?
I have access to the entire kingdom of Orthrondon. You just tell me what you need.
I want a pink unicorn who shits out flowers.
No, Kieran.
This guy is annoying.
He's gonna get that now. He's gonna go get that. Come on.
This is our chance for Vorpal longswords, and you said pink unicorn?
And you pick over the shit. We don't need that. It's another animal companion we don't need.
I'm so happy.
The answer is either Vorpal longswords or 7 more bags full of ores.
Anything else?
What do we actually need? Do we actually need anything? What do we actually need? Other than teleportation capabilities.
Oh, that first thing, that happened. So, yes.
I'll take a broom of flying. I'll take that.
There is no such thing as what I asked for. You can't... yeah.
Ren is 100% serious. Ren has been dreaming about getting a broom of flying since we were in the Magic Academy, and he tested that one out.
Ren wants to defy gravity, damn it.
Always, yes.
I see. So you just need something that can fly, yeah? Or do you want a broom specifically?
Broom specifically, yes. I want this. I want to be a witch.
I understand that you have another cursed item. This one is able to concentrate on something. There's a devil inside.
Oh, is there ever?
Yep.
Please?
Have this. Snels has that, I believe, right? So I will look at Snels.
Okay.
The cursed devil staff.
Mm-hmm.
He wants
I think
that.
the devil inside is grumpy.
Yeah.
He wants it? Well, what do we get?
Well, I mean, that's the
Whatever you
thing
want.
is, I asked for a broom of flying, and he said he wanted to check out the devil's staff. So it's kind of in your hands now.
So, what's the name of that item? Because I actually don't have it in my inventory.
The Staff of the Usurper. Which you all can get on D&D Beyond.
I'm doing so right now.
I think we
Now
also
that I
had
have
some.
that,
I'm streaming, though.
I hand it over to him.
Okay. You hand over the staff. Are you handing it to Ren, or are you handing it to the Duke?
I'll hand it to Ren. You can decide what to do.
So Ren will look at the Duke and be like, so if I let you look at this, you'll give me a broom of flying.
Seems a fair trade to me.
Okay. I'll just slowly hand that over.
Need to get a broom of flying, too. Thank you.
Here's a little lapel mic.
Now, I understand that you also have Leotan artifacts, and that seems to be the reason that you all are being targeted by the Hecaton Cheres. What do you want to do?
I don't think those are negotiable for anything.
If you decide to keep them on you, that's fine. I offer something. Let me put a tracer on them. And if anything happens to you, we'll be able to get them back.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Well, let's all talk about it. What does the group feel about this? Because
I'm still looking for a fucking pink unicorn since he thinks he's gonna get me one. I'm still looking for it. He wants to be a smartass. I don't see shit yet.
I hear a neigh in the background.
It starts shitting all over the floor
I
immediately.
mean, so real quick, like, we have the two that Ren obviously carries, and then we also have the Keyblade thing.
Yes, the
Do we
Keyblade
have
thing.
a fourth one, or just those three?
We have the potion of flight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have
Wait, why do you need a
potion-
broom if you have a potion of flight?
Because that's for the
It's more
boat.
like hovering, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that we're gonna be using that on the flying ship to help make it fly. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I'm torn. Ren probably wouldn't want a tracer on the artifacts just because he's a selfish bitch. But like,
Aren't they already being traced by that guy anyway?
that's the thing. Yeah, and it might help to have. If the spies in the kingdom already knows basically everything and can track us, it might be helpful to have them as a source of information in case something does happen. So,
Or in case someone gets kidnapped again.
yeah, I don't know. So what does the party think? I don't.
Can
wanna
we
just,
Can we get them to tell us how the other people are tracing us and get them to not be able to?
Potentially, but I'm sure they're gonna want to, mark the objects themselves.
They can
If-
mark us. Tell them to mark us.
I
Well,
much
I don't-
prefer the object to me.
Yeah, I'd rather them do the object honestly, because at least then we could potentially get rid of it if need be.
Now,
know
real
where
quick,
we are.
from the
this a side
foreshadowing lesson
conversation?
earlier.
Yeah.
Is this a side conversation they can't hear? Or...
No,
think we're all
he's
kinda
listening
huddled.
to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
He's a
We're not
semi-
like directly talking to him, but we've kind of huddled, but just like a few feet away.
He's used to how we operate.
I
he knows.
have
So-
a thought on the tracing, but I don't want to say it right now.
Want to
I'm
write
just
it
going
down?
to say, remembering back to what Winglis told us an hour ago, to make sure there's like parameters and endpoints on these contracts. So, like, can they trace us outside of the kingdom, or is it only while we're here? Is it only for so long? Like, maybe that was foreshadowing for a reason.
Good questions.
Yeah, let's write up a contract and then have him do that. Would that work?
Contracts are fine.
He's down for a contract.
I mean, at that point, like, I see, like, yeah, I don't really sit entirely comfortable with anybody tracking our loot, but I guess if the other side is the government just says we adventurers can't have these powerful things in their kingdom, like, I guess let's register our weapons.
Yeah.
I never said you could not have them. You found them. We understand. Adventurers are our lifeblood.
Still in favor.
Wait, literally?
Yeah, I'm okay with them tagging the weapons. is in my mind, or the artifacts.
The Leotin, yeah.
Yeah. Is anyone
Since I don't
super opposed?
personally have one, I guess I'll defer. I'm not personally attached to any of them.
Same.
Okay, so if everyone's okay with that, I think it's okay to agree to have the items traced. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm down.
Okay. All right. I will pull out the orb that is the dagger, and then the now functional ruins nostrum. So I will pull those out. I think those are the only ones I have on my person.
Don't you have the wristband?
How did you do that with the amber thing?
Oh, you don't know? You don't know?
You know I'm an intelligence officer. I gather intelligence.
Then I will just smirk smugly and like a stupid edgy boy be like, well, I have my ways. And I'll just kind of hand them over.
I understand. In which case, we will get with our ironworks and we'll be able to figure out a way that we can trace these items. This is my first ever instance of coming across a Leotin artifact in my life. So it's new territory for me.
Wow, it's a spy master. You know, that's pretty pathetic.
Oh, jeez.
I have a question. Do you have any magical items that prevent us from being scryed upon or spied upon?
We do?
I'll trade that for whatever you got.
I'm sorry? You want two things from me for nothing?
No. I don't want a unicorn. I want that.
No, that's...
Okay. A little, he looks over and he's like, but, and then you hear in the background,
I mean, I'll take a look at the unicorn. I'll look at it if you got it.
hang on, he says he doesn't want it. And you look out and you see, like a unicorn coming in the back, and he's very pink maned, and he's.
It's impressive.
And he's like, I have one. It doesn't do the flower thing, but it does all the other stuff.
I turn into an anime character and my eyes go big.
I go hug the unicorn.
Okay. You hug the unicorn and you're like rubbing it on the side, and it's.
Will you be my best friend?
You've seen one now. You can turn into it.
I take out something and start brushing its mane and tell it it's pretty.
I braid its mane.
Okay, can everybody please focus?
I am focused.
All right.
So we still have to exchange some information here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's what I've been getting at this entire time, but I understand if you all need stuff. I'll get you the stuff. So, you got yourself your unicorn, you're happy. You got yourself your flying broom, eventually you're going to be happy. Now, Baal Sheshba, Cormir Goldenhorn, we believe that they're the same people.
Yes.
We believe that they're summoned by a blood ritual. We understand that there is a blood ritual that you all came across when you were dealing with Kuhamasisha. We are going to need to go back and be able to retrace exactly how you found that creature. We need to know exactly where he is and exactly where he's going to be, and then we need to get him to never be able to come back to the prime material plane again. There's a few ways that we can do this. The best way is we kill him. The less best way is we seal him from ever coming back by his own volition.
How do you kill him? Do you have a way to kill him in such a way that he can't regenerate later?
You have to go to his home plane and kill him there.
Oh.
I'm guessing he's stronger in his home plane.
Very much.
I've seen Hell twice this week. I'm not looking forward to going back.
We can handle that right now.
Well, if you can't handle that right now, you need to let me know when you can. Because until then, he is going to keep being summoned and keep selling arms and armaments to the people who would do the most harm for the least amount of good.
What about the sealing thing? Is that a more time-friendly option?
You have to be able to convince him to never come back to the prime material plane again. And devils want nothing more than to come to the prime material.
Seemed to be a bit hard to accomplish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have stuff for us to accomplish this?
I do not have.
Remember.
I unfortunately do not have a magical Deus Ex Machina for you all to have.
Well,
shit.
Kind of a non-starter then.
Yeah.
Can't somebody just like talk to their dad about that?
Their daddy.
Can I do a quick prestidigitation on the unicorn to see if it's really pink?
Yeah, you try to clean it off, and it's really pink.
But he said he doesn't shit flowers, so deal's off.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, man.
Yeah, I asked for, I'll take the non-spry.
We're trying to
thing that actually does what I asked it to do.
Kieran, we're trying to plot.
We don't need another goddamn animal.
Oh yes. Okay.
You asked for this. This is what you asked for. This is your thing. It's the fantasy.
Joking,
it's a fantasy world.
It doesn't do what I said.
Are you going to have to take this thing back to your farm?
How about
it's still there? So I'm fantasy worlds, man. They're nuts.
Yep. Okay, so we can do the whole walk through what happened, how we came upon it, what the ritual was part with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
We can do that.
So I'll just say that you guys go through the entire ritual, exactly how the blood was collected, how it was all set up, what needed to
blew up
happen.
things and it didn't work.
Yeah, you blew up things. You were able to stop it, but then the one creature did sacrifice its life willingly on the altar, which seemed to be enough. So after that, it had also appeared that he was dealing in souls. So unwilling or willing, it didn't matter to him. The willing is obviously what can summon him, but the unwilling seemed to be his currency.
Well, that's what we got so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we do decide or do need to take care of him, do you have a means for us to get in and out of his plane?
That much I do have. Give me a moment.
You have a portal to hell?
He comes back and he shows you a single coin. And he says, this coin, wherever it goes, is going to be able to attune to the plane of existence that you all are on. So, I'm giving you 2. And he flips 2 of them. A little, like, sleight of hand magic trick. So, as he does that, he says, one of these is attuned to the prime material plane. The other one is unattuned. If you can find a way to attune it.
Oh, so we have to get to hell, and then we can bounce back.
You have to find a way to get there.
Huh.
We've seen a portal twice, in the last week, so I think we could potentially figure that out.
Or there's some sort of large road, perhaps a highway to hell.
One could consider that a danger zone.
Taking a short stretch. This is the short stretch your DM needs to take at the moment. Some gentle plies. All right.
Do we really need something that attunes us to the prime material plane? Aren't we all pieces of the prime material plane already?
Does not work like that.
Oh, okay.
You also need to be able to cast the plane shift spell. If you are not able to, then we need to be able to get you something that does.
So in other words, you don't have a way for us to get in and out of where he is. Okay.
Yeah, we got no plane shifting.
That might have been more necessary than the unicorn.
Yeah.
You don't know
what the
unicorn is yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know the trading rates on unicorns. That's fair.
These are things that we can work on. We are working very, very closely with Sage Wingless. I'm sure that you all have had plenty of run-ins with his artificer, Pigden Badweather.
He's awesome.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
He can work on something for us, but it's going to take time.
Okay.
In the meantime, we need for you to get as much information as possible on the Rakshasa. And we need to know exactly where he's going to be, because if we can teleport you into the place where he's known to be, this is going to be much easier for you. But if we have to send you to do scouting, that is going to be much more dangerous and very, very deadly.
So Shepard's going to stand up just to get a word in after, whatever the roundabout conversation we've had. And say, now, the king was talking to us about Mistra and the book and the battles that we've had inside 2 of the temples already. How's this and fighting these hell creatures connected to that? Or is this just like other things on your to-do list that you're giving to us besides the main thing?
The appearance of somebody who is transporting weapons from different planes of existence is going to eventually unravel fabric. The planes are going to start to shift. You understand why this is called the Ignan era, correct? The last calamity. The last calamity was when the fabric between the prime material plane and the plane of fire unraveled.
Oh.
Sure, we totally knew that.
If this is happening right now, and if the plane between this and the 9 hells is starting to unravel,
that's even worse.
That may be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want us to save the fucking world?
I'd like for you to sew up a very small cut.
All right.
That's a different way to phrase it. I like that. Okay, all right.
But, I mean,
It's all about spin.
You can snap your fingers and unicorns come out. Why do you need our...
Just because I can get stuff and I know stuff doesn't mean I can do stuff.
Like,
I got you.
cruel fucking words.
Mm-hmm. The king seems pretty magical and appears to have been on the throne for a lot longer than usual. Can he do something about this?
He's doing it now. Why do you think you're here?
Can he do something more direct about this?
Okay, well, I guess you don't want this broom of flying or this pink magical unicorn.
Wait a minute. Now, hold up a minute. All right, let's.
Oh, I seem to have gotten your attention now with more stuff. Oh, I see.
We never said we wouldn't do it. We're just saying we're trying to discuss how we could do this, because we'll be your people. We could do that. We can get things done.
You can say off the cuff stuff and take it back. Okay.
Like whisper about my friends and like what motivates them.
This is what I recommend, and you can take it or you can do something completely different. I honestly don't care. I am going to give these to you. This is your choice.
Mm-hmm.
You can take these. You can find a way to attune one to the 9 hells. I do not know which of the layers of the 9 hells he is on.
Oh, God.
But if you find him,
There's 9 of them.
if you find him, if you get this information for us, we will find a way to attune the other coin, or you can. If you can find a way to teleport yourself to the plane, great. If not, we will find a way for you. We are here to support as much as you are here to be our vanguard. And
like
obviously, this will not go unrewarded.
Obviously.
We will need some time to figure out how to accomplish this, but it seems that your goal and ours align closely enough that I think we could potentially look into this. What does everyone think?
Look at Ren being the boss.
Before you go off to have a conversation regarding which direction you want to take, we will assist you with your flying ship. We will be able to assist you with getting in and out of whatever country that you need. Teleportation, we will give you access to our teleportation circle. We will give you a temporary engagement with the Vereldium blades, which will allow you access to things you normally would not have access to. Unfortunately for Mr. Dominic, this does not include Corporis. I hope you understand as to why.
I do. Anything about dragon slaying you could help with on that front?
You're asking a Dragonborn about dragon slaying.
Well, you know, I don't mean to be insensitive,
about people
but
killing all the
I'm in
time.
a delicate situation on that as well, sir.
So as you're saying that, he says, I have somebody who may be able to help you out just a little bit more. They are much older than me, much wiser than me, and can probably give you a little bit more insight and maybe just a little bit of a boon that you may need. Her name is Santuia. She is inside of a cave that is actually very close.
A cave? I love caves.
Do any of you happen to know how to cast the water breathing spell?
Yeah,
I look around at everyone.
I think so. Hold
I
on.
think a druid could do something like that, right?
You're going to
think I
need it.
can.
Also, Santuia has been asleep for many years.
Oh.
Yes, I can do that.
She used to be a great merchant. So I want for you all to make sure that you understand Santuia is protected.
Is Santuia a kraken?
No.
What?
Okay. A large underwater breathing thing with large teeth that is going to try to kill us.
Santuia is a personal friend of King Constance.
Okay.
And whenever there is something happening that is extraplanar, we've been told that we should always seek out Santuia's aid.
Oh.
That's a good step. Yeah. Okay. All right.
We understand that she is in a cave full of Zerchardan crystals. This is so that she is able to fall asleep.
Goes back.
This is so that she is able to fall asleep and not have any problems with interfering magic.
Okay.
Are those the one that turns us into stone?
I don't know about that.
I am sorry.
What are the
Wow.
crystals we're supposed to get that you thought we had a basilisk there or something?
I think those are the crystals he's referring to, yes.
But it's not the same place. It's a different place.
It might be the same place, for all we know.
So she can turn us into stone.
Well, let's...
Petrify it.
There is no basilisk.
Yeah, I
There's
might
never
guess...
been a
It's
basilisk.
It was a Cataboletus, not a basilisk.
Yeah.
Catoblepas.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, why don't we just ask for the location, and then we can see if it's the same thing that Sage Wingless asked us to check out. So, where is the location?
Look what
Let's pull
I
out a
asked
map.
for.
There we go.
I like that. Yeah, let's look at the... I'm going to pull out the map and just say, could you show us where this cave is?
He pulls up the map and he points to the exact same cave that Sage Wingless asked you to go to.
Perfect. Also, I love how many of our party have unicorns readily on hand. I enjoy this fact.
It's a USB drive.
I like it. Okay, excellent. So it seems like we can check out this cave and knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So actually, that's great. Okay, so
But what is the thing that can petrify us?
there's no
Blind pass.
just we'll figure that out when we get there. If that even is the thing we need to worry about.
Okay. Sounds like something you might want to prepare for, but okay.
DM is
So
tired.
yeah. So what are you going to? Let's ask the first biggest question. What are you going to name your pink unicorn?
Fluffy.
You've just filled up the next 20 minutes.
I know, because this is getting to be a good spot, so let's do a quick recap. Dukayur gives you a coin, one of them attuned to the prime material plane, one of them unattuned. Tells you that Komir Goldenhorn and Balshashba are the same person. They are an arms dealer, and they are from the 9 Hells. He does not know where they are. He does not know in what city they're on either. But if you're able to find that information, you can get that coin attuned yourself, or they can find a way to attune that coin. As you are trying to figure out more and more ways to see what sort of demonic summoning rituals they used, you're figuring out some little bits and understanding is like, okay, this is how he summoned, this is his currency, this is what he uses. His weapons are infernal, or they are from other planes of existence. As he keeps coming back and bringing in more things from different planes, it seems like he's tearing apart the fabric slowly, and this is why these cards are appearing. So therefore, he may be one of these reasons why, the fabric of these planes are starting to tear. And he believes that the next big calamity may be from the 9 Hells instead of from the fire plane, which is what the calamity was the last time. So, you all seem to have all that information. Now, this will be the end of our session because I know that some of us have to leave at 2. While everybody's laughing, I don't know what everybody's laughing at, so I must be missing something.
We're looking in the Discord.
Don't
It's
worry
a
about it.
unicorn name generator.
All right, I won't look at it. What would you like to name your pink unicorn that does not shit out flowers?
Flower.
Rainbow Pumpernickle.
Yes.
I love
Rainbow
it.
Pumpernickle.
I'm in favor.
I love it.
I'm good with that.
Another
So-
option is Sparkle Pudding Pop.
Also good, yes.
Okay. So how about this? Why don't you all send me, it's just like you at DM me at in the Discord with the actual name, and then I will create a mount, which is a pink unicorn that you guys decided to get.
Pumpernickel.
Yeah.
We could have got some useful.
No, I mean I have
How
a
many
bloom of
animals
flying
do
now.
we have?
Yeah,
En-
you have
enough.
traded the claws of the lichen and the staff of the usurper for the for a pink unicorn and the broom of flying. I
We
don't
traded the
feel like
claw?
you made a bad choice. You traded the claw
When
Really?
did we do that?
for the
Wait,
pink
so much for a unicorn.
for the pink fucking unicorn. You you
Yeah.
did that.
I mean, I know what you're thinking. He just wouldn't go back on it. He's being a dick about it.
It's like I didn't do that. I didn't do anything. I was not involved in this decision at all.
I should have asked for a fucking dragon or something. You want to
So I guess I should remove that from my inventory.
Wait a minute. Are unicorns in D&D? Are unicorns like sentient?
They're supposed to be able to like talk and do magic. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what ends up
We
in
will
now.
definitely see.
I asked the unicorn what their name is.
Yeah.
Lord knows we definitely need another sentient animal.
Let's give the DM a bit of time to get that plotted out.
His name is like Tim.
Yeah, exactly.
And I shall call you
Lauren.
Tim.
Maybe. Is that what
I
you want it
should
to
call
be?
you Frank. What?
Would it be alright for me to add the room of flying to my inventory, or should I wait until next session?
You may. And okay, so we have Rainbow Pumpernickle. We have Sugar Bum Fudge Pop, or whatever that was.
Wow.
I like sugar plum fudge pop.
Yes.
Wow.
Sugar bump fudge.
Wow.
Sugar Plum Pudding Pop, sorry. Or Tim.
Tim.
I mean, you already said sugar bum fudge pop. I mean, you can't go back on that ever.
I can't.
There's no one hearing that.
Well, I don't want to be a dick about it.
What have you done?
Okay.
I'm going with whatever.
I think we have 2 votes for Rainbow Pumpernickel.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
down
going
for Rainbow Pumpernickel. Yeah.
3, 4. That's 4 votes for Rainbow Pumpernickel.
Okay, so that's consensus. So that's 4 points for Rainbow Pumpernickel. Your pink unicorn is named Rainbow Pumpernickel. Congratulations to everybody.
Nickname Sugar Bum.
We accomplished a lot, guys. This was a good session.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nickname Sugar Bum.
Yeah. Sugar Bum Fudge Pop.
Oh my god. I chose this. I chose to
Don't
do
you love
this.
us?
So much. I honestly, I
Yeah.
miss you guys so fucking much.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You
Yeah.
brought him into existence. We're gonna make it work.
You did this.
Oh, I miss you guys a ton. I can't wait till we get to play again in real life. All the best to you all. Have a wonderful night, and
Thank you.
see you on the next stream.